Alright, so my business is World Fashion Magazine, and the slogan is all things fashion and culture. So defining my business idea. So basically my business is an online fashion magazine that focuses on culture and fashion in other countries. So it'll talk about unique outfits, accessories, and styles from all around the world. And it's almost like a mix between a blog and a magazine focused on fashion from all around the world. So it will be a monthly magazine that offers a single issue and also subscriptions depending on what the person wants, the consumer. The target audience is young adults with an interest in fashion and getting outfit inspiration, which is going to be a really big part of the magazine. And it will offer a unique perspective incorporating other cultures, unlike other well-known fashion magazines. So business organizational structure. So I decided to choose a general or limited partnership because it basically gives you more potential than a sole proprietorship. And I still wanted to have a say in the company rather than giving it to other people. I still wanted to have more power, limited to fewer people. And in that case, we can work together and also share experiences and make it even more successful businesses by using advice from everyone to create better businesses. And we can share ideas and collaborate about marketing and overall presentation of the business, which is very important and will help gain more consumers. And the capitalization for partners makes sense as we will have more ways to get money to start, so our business will start stronger and then grow stronger. So marketing my business. My target consumers are teenagers and young adult women who are interested in fashion. And this is a manufacturing business as we are creating the magazine and then selling it, and we are not getting it from other places. So I did conduct a market research, and through that I found that a lot of the interviewees actually use Instagram and magazines as outfit inspiration. So I figured I could use both of those and help the readers get inspiration. So by creating an Instagram page or social media pages and sharing parts of the magazine, which will hopefully get people excited about the magazine and then buy the magazine. And many people wanted a section of fashion tips and tricks, so that is definitely something I will include in the final online version. And there will hopefully be a whole section dedicated to tips and tricks and overall just inspiration for certain outfits or for certain fashion pieces. Also, many people wanted a section or many people would be interested in learning about other cultures, which is very important because the whole magazine is focused on other countries. So makes a lot of sense that people would be interested in learning about those countries and cultures. And so I can incorporate that into fashion and hopefully gain a wider consumer market. So for my competition report, I looked at 4 different fashion magazines. I looked at Elle, Vogue, Allure, and W magazine. So all of these are online fashion magazines that also have physical magazines. Mine would only be an online magazine, but starting with Elle magazine, it focuses on fashion, beauty, culture, life and love, and horoscopes. And so the difference between that magazine and my magazine is definitely going to be how my magazine focuses more on other countries and encouraging people to step out of their comfort zone and gain inspiration, rather than talking about the fashion and the beauty and culture kind of combined. And then I looked at Vogue magazine, which is very similar to Elle magazine. And they have a magazine, videos, and they also sell other products on their website. So I figured I could kind of do a little mix, and I could also do videos. Maybe people would be interested in seeing videos or social media posts. And a big difference between Vogue and my magazine is definitely Vogue focuses a lot on famous people and using famous people to wearing specific clothing to gain a wider audience. And then I looked at Allure magazine. And so my magazine is definitely more of a blog, which offers new information and teaches the readers about fashion. So they'll have a chance to learn about other countries and maybe even some history, rather than just focusing on celebrity fashion and the best of beauty from Allure. And then finally for W magazine, which really focuses on fashion, beauty, and culture. And then my magazine will incorporate various things that will interest multiple people. and I can also change it up so that people don't get bored. So again, try to make it different than these other 4 previously stated. So for advertising, my logo is just the World Fashion, which is the name of my magazine. And the reason I decided to choose that as my logo rather than having a picture or a graphic is because a lot of fashion magazines actually don't have actual logos with graphics. It's really just their name of their magazine in a very specific font. And so I kept with this font throughout the whole presentation, and I also included the logo as it is kind of a good representation of what I want my magazine to look like. It's very clean and crisp. And then my slogan is all things fashion and culture, which is really just a really easy way to understand what my magazine is. And then I also created my business card, which just says the name of my magazine, has the website, my title, the address, telephone, fax, and then an email, and again my slogan. And then for the ad that I created, again, it has the name, it has the website, and then it also has a little sale to get people to actually want to buy the magazine. And it has a little hook, I guess, to get people to buy it that says learn about current trends and styles from all around the world. So yeah. And so then for cost reports, I have the unit cost and also the startup cost. So for the unit cost, the cost of 1 unit would be $1. And then I used a 2.5 cost multiplier. So then the gross profit would be $1.50 per unit. And then for the startup costs, to gain the domain or the website name, it would be 99 cents for the first year from GoDaddy.com. And then for the website design, it would be $25 from Wix.com. And then for overall advertising on social media and other platforms, it would be $500. And my sources of financing would probably mostly be my personal savings of around $2,000. And then also from advertising sales of about $100, which is basically just other companies paying to put their products or their services in the magazine. Alright, so for the sales forecast, this is just a very overall general kind of what we're looking at for selling. And so at the end of 1 year, for the startup year, we would have a total of $1,318 as the total revenue. So the income statement, so we have the operating cost, which is the fixed cost, and then the operating cost variable. So some of the fixed are going to be the salaries, which is going to be the majority of the cost of the fixed cost, which is pretty much just $250 a month, totaling $3,000. And then for operating costs for the variables, for advertising, we're looking at about $50 a month, and then for payroll taxes, around $26. And then our net profit at the very end is going to be around $1,317. So then for my return on investment, so my net profit, as I said in the previous slide, is about $1,317. And so using that and then the startup cost, which is around $525, and then using our calculations, my return on investment will be around 150.38%. So for future plans, my goal is to make this an actual business and actually create an online magazine. And then doing that, we'll have to create an actual website and then create an online platform and create social media, like Instagram, Twitter, create pages to get people to want to buy the magazine, and also use social media to market. So using social media influencers to promote the magazine, and also just using the page to include pictures and graphics of what people can expect in the magazine. And also to create more surveys to get accurate data. So similar to what we did with the previous research, kind of doing a little bit more with the surveys to get an idea of what people want. And then finally become a successful businesswoman. Thank you for watching my presentation.